First of all, Michael, how's your back?
It's coming along, thank you. I guess it's, I continue to monitor it daily, but it's certainly improved over the past couple of weeks after having some specialised treatment here in London. I'll continue to have treatment with Alex Contouris, the Australian physio, so I'm in good hands there, and I'm really confident that things are progressing.
You must be pretty disappointed over the incident involving David Warner. What does this say about the culture of leadership in the Australian team?
Look, I think everybody's disappointed. I know David's disappointed. I respect the fact that he's put his hand up and acknowledged that he's made a mistake, and he's let the team down, let the Australian cricket family, I guess, down. Look, I think as a leadership group, we have very high standards in the Australian team, and I don't have a problem with that. If you're not meeting the standards, you can't be a part of this team. And unfortunately, on a couple of occasions now in the last month for Davey, he hasn't met those standards and he's suffering the consequences now. It's disappointing for everybody. Like I say, I do respect the fact that he's held his hand high and apologised. He rang Joe Root straight away after the incident to apologise. But in this team, we have high standards and you have to uphold them.
Will you be banning players from going out for the rest of this tour?
No, not at all. The one thing I'm very proud of in this team is that we don't have curfews, we don't have drinking bans. We're grown men, you make your own decisions, but you live with those decisions as well. If you overstep the mark, if you were doing anything in your power to jeopardise your preparation or hinder the team's preparation, you'll suffer the consequences. So no, I don't think this is not primary school. You're a grown man, make your own decisions, but understand why you're here, understand the privilege you have to represent Australia, and what comes with that.
This is the second time that David's been in discipline in the last month. Are you concerned about that?
Oh, greatly. And I think David is as well. I think we're all concerned that it's unacceptable and it's not the first time it's happened, hence the punishment that David has now faced. There's nothing more... There's no more severe punishment than missing a game for your country, I would have thought. I know he's shattered, and it lets the team down as well. David understands that it doesn't just affect him and his family and his friends that he represents. It also affects the team. So as captain of this team, yeah, I'm very disappointed, and David knows how I feel. I've had that conversation with him. But we need to move on from it. It gives somebody else an opportunity, that's what I do know, and I'm still very confident that the Australian team can have success in this Champions Trophy.
How do you think George Bailey has done in your absence, and can Australia still make the semi-finals?
100% we can make the semi-finals, and George Bailey has done an amazing job. I think Bales is a wonderful leader. I think his performances over the past 12 months for Australia have been outstanding. He continues to make runs and lead from the front. Like I say, he's a great leader and a great fella, and I think he's done a really good job in my absence. And having George around the group over the past couple of years has been great for me. He's, like I say, his leadership skills are certainly there, and everybody's seeing those. But we have a great relationship, and it's good to see him doing so well personally as well.
And finally, do you think this incident will have a bearing on David's selection for the Ashes?
Oh, look, I think it's completely up to David now to show how much he wants to be a part of not only this Champions Trophy tournament and helping the guys out by running drinks and still preparing well and helping out at training, but also in preparation for that first Test match. I think, like all of us, you have to earn the right to represent Australia, and he's going to have to earn the right to be selected in that first Test match.